Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is Danny Code, and this is going to be episode number 2 of the Mashinky ERA 5 playthrough. We're still in ERA 1, and I'd like to get out of ERA 1 into ERA 2 by the end of this episode, so we got a lot of things to do. In the last episode, we hooked up a bunch of towns, and we have some passenger trains going between those towns, making us some good money tokens, so we should be able to afford quite a bit of track lane in this episode, and we should be good with that. I do want to look at what we need to go into ERA 2. So we're in ERA 1. And into ERA 2, what we need, we're going to need 100 planks and 100 coal. So the planks are made by delivering logs from a forest to a sawmill. And coal tokens are going to be something else. So we'll deal with that in just a minute. So what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and go ahead and start delivering logs to the sawmill. And I saw it down here in the last episode. So it's just down here to the left. So here's a sawmill and here's a forest right nearby. So forest near lead. So that's great. So we have this little crescent of things that will hook up with rails. And also the question is really, do I want to go from here and tee it off and then go up here in this direction, or continue on from here, hook up this town, and then hook up these two as well, or these three actually as well? I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do both. Right, so I'll make a little closed loop. So we'll just kind of tee it off here and go up here and connect it that way, and we'll also connect it this way. So we'll have different options for trains to go. So that is the plan. I'm going to do a little time lapse, and in the time lapse I'm going to hook up this town to this town, to Milton Keynes, and this forest near Leeds, and also Leeds here, and the sawmill near Leeds here. So that's what we'll do, and I'll be right back.
Since I met you, I didn't know it, that underneath it all, you started something. On a Saturday night, I was doing just fine. I was out on my own, didn't want
so we are back now. That was a lot of track lane and a lot of signal placement, that's for sure. But I think we got it. So we have a new town and here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start purchasing trains, obviously, here. We already have 49 people waiting, passengers waiting. And do we have, I wanted to know, we don't have a, what you call it here, a waiting station at this train station here. So let's go ahead and put one of those on. I know we don't need it just exactly yet, but I like to put one on anyways because I'll forget, basically. And I'll be looking at the town going, why isn't that town doing all that well? That's because it doesn't have one of these. So I'm going to do it for here as well. Again, I know we don't need it, but future planning as it is. And you'll notice also that for resources like this for now, I just put in one station and we're doing this little Y junction here, and it's going off onto the main rails with a T-junction. And that should work pretty well. Now the T-junctions, I don't know, should I? Well, yeah, I'll explain it a little bit. Basically, it's when two rails for one-way rails, two double rails for that have one way going opposite directions, so right-hand drive here. When they meet, this T-junction gives anything the ability to go anywhere, basically. So if something's coming in from the left here, it can go either up into this area here or straight on, and that's for all directions. So if something's coming here, it can go straight up, or it can go up or straight on. And also tracks or also stuff coming in from here can go either direction, can go left to right. Yeah, so that's it. So basically anything coming in can go in any direction going out. So and that's the signal placement. Basically it's just putting signals into all the junctions. There's a double signal here, and it's debatable whether that's needed. And it's in for all the entrances into the junction. So I got one here, I got a chain signal here, and a chain signal here. Again, debatable whether it's needed or not. But I use them just because I think in certain situations they work. Anyways, so that's that. Right. So we have this town, and we put on a waiting station, and we have now this forest hooked up, and it's going into the main rails and coming up. And we have also the sawmill here, and I did sort of the same thing. So the sawmill has, and this is, so when you have T-junctions, just a word of caution. When they're too close to other junctions, so this may have to be, this whole section here may have to be redone a little bit. But when they're too close to other junctions, they can produce lockups. So what I've found is if you put them further away from junctions, the better. And I'm talking about this junction here. So we have a short section from here to here, and also this junction here. So if something's waiting here to come in, it'll block up the whole works. So if there's like 3 or 4 trains coming in here to use the sawmill, it'll block up this T-junction and will not allow anything to go anywhere, basically. So just a word of caution. So T-junctions as far away from other junctions as possible. So, and this one's pretty good. This one will work like a charm, I think. But again, you have it pretty close to here, so if there's too many trains parked in here, it can potentially block up this T-junction here. So again, word of caution, something to keep in mind. Okay, so we were going to buy trains, which is the whole purpose of the game. So let's see here. So let's just go to our depot by clicking on the depot here, like so. I wish there was a shortcut to do that, but there is not. Okay, so we want to buy, and also I don't have my locomotive works yet because I don't have any coal yet, or planks. So as soon as I do that, when you build a extension of a locomotive works, it gives you a lot more options for engines, and it gives you more options for cars as well. So just wanted to mention that. So we're going to buy our porter as we usually do, and we're going to do from Milton Keyes, I think just one between these two for now should be good. Although we do have 55 waiting there now. But as soon as we get passengers going back and forth, that should even out. And these towns probably won't build or upgrade or they won't expand too quickly. So either way, so we'll just do our normal 3 there. Give this guy orders to go from, let's just stop at Chester first, pick up some things, and then go on to Milton Keyes. There we go. So that should start delivering passengers between those two. And we also want to do a passenger train from Leeds here, which is a 5-town. Still, but only one between these two for now should be good. Between Milton, I'm just going to call this one Milton, and this one Leeds, obviously. Okay, so again, I closed my depot window. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, so we have engines. We're just going to do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3. Should I put 4? I think I can put, I don't know. Let's see here. Can I put 4? So the coach car is 22 tons full. And this engine can be up to 168 tons full. And we are now at, what are we at here? We are now at 115, 121. So 121, again doing the math, 21, 41, 43. So 43. So yeah, we can definitely do on one more. So 143. So my math was good. Very good. Okay, so let's close that. Orders from, we'll pick up some passengers here from Milton Keyes and bring them over to Leeds. Start him on his way. And it's gonna be a while for him to get to where he's going. Especially when I have it on slow speed. There we go. Yeah, because he has to travel all the way, because again, we only have the ability to do one station, or one depot, and he has to go all the way around this route, and around this way, and this is his first stop. So I think it'd probably be beneficial to do a loop here, maybe, like a tee off here to tee off there. But as you can see, too, I did this. So planning for the future here, I want to just bring this, like put a T-junction here and hook it up to this. So we'll have this little closed loop. So it's really close to the depot as well, so that's good too. So that'll feed the rest of the tracks there. That's the plan. Yeah. Okay, so the whole reason for doing that whole track lane episode there was to do logs. So let's start that now. So we're gonna do and the thing is too, so when you're delivering, say, logs from the forest to the sawmill, it doesn't produce money, so we don't get money for it. So when they deliver the logs to the sawmill, we don't get money for it. However, at the sawmill, the logs get converted to planks, and they can also get converted to so they get converted to planks, and we can put on extensions here that we can convert to money tokens, but we don't want to do that, obviously, just quite yet. So okay, so let's start making planks, and then what we can do with the planks, and another reason why I want to hook up this section to this section, is once we have the planks and once we have coal, we can deliver it to this toolworks here that's already hooked up, and then we can get plank tokens and coal tokens. And we will need those to obviously get out of ERA 1 into ERA 2, and that's what those are. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and buy I think we're gonna do 2 trains maybe from the forest to the sawmill, so we'll get that going good and nice and productive there. Okay, so engines, porter, wagons, and we just have the Studinger. Do 3, and I want to load this right up. So 3, 21, 39, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. Cool. So orders going from, here it is. Orders going from the forest near Leeds to the sawmill near Leeds. And there we go. So before I close out this, I want to duplicate this train. Oops, duplicate that train. There we go. All right, so we have those 2, 9 and 8, 8 and 9, and we'll go ahead and start those off. And there we go. So again, they're going to have to do, like, because we don't have that rail from here to here, they're going to have to go a pretty long way before they get to that forest. Anyways, but they'll make it. I promise. All right. So the next thing, the next 2 things I'd like to do is, as I was saying, we're going to make a track from here to here. But before I do that, I'd really like to find out where we have some coal, because that is going to be the next big thing. So we have some coal here. Do we have any closer? And I know I scouted it out the last time, but I don't remember. Do we have any coal here? I think it'll be, yeah, easier to look at it that way. All right, so we have 2 coals here, and that is the edge of the map there. That's a big map. Yeah, so we have a coal down here. These are closer, so we have a bunch of coal there. Alright, so it's looking like the closest one to our little edge of the universe here is this coal right here. And they got one up here, but that's kind of way up there, up in the mountains, so that'll be a stretch to get that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... How am I going to hook this up? Let me look at this here. I think we're going to do a T-junction off here, go up to this town. Don't know how to pronounce that. I will leave that to you guys. And then hook up this town and then to this coal mine. Or, alternately, since we're going to be delivering coal here, I think something a little simpler. I'm going to do, boy, that is really up in the mountains. We're going to have to do some fancy terrain editing there. I think the easiest thing is going to be wow, this is going to be a rough one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here and go this way and make just a long rail come up this way, I guess. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, I decided I'm going to go ahead and hook up this section to a T-junction here. And then in the middle of this section, we're going to do another T-junction, and we're going to go over and grab the coal from over here. And I think that is going to be it. Okay, so I'm going to do another time lapse, and I'm going to attempt to get all that done. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. That was a little bit of a challenge. Okay, so not only is it super long, I really debated on whether to hook it up here and then go down to here, or hook it up through this T-junction that we already made here. But I thought better to do it that way, with this coming off this T-junction. But that is a long ass track right there. Good thing is we can hook it up to this. I'll just put a T-junction off here somewhere and just hook it up to that town there, which will bring us some more money tokens. And as you can see, our money tokens were really running pretty low. We had to take out a few more loans, which shouldn't be too bad. These towns are really growing pretty good, I think. So we're getting a little bit more passenger traffic out of it. Yeah, so we're still not at the point where we need to put, like, our trains are some of them are full to capacity and some of them are not. So actually, quite a few of them are. So maybe putting on a few more will help out. I know coming from Leeds to Milton Keynes here is always pretty full, because as you can see, we have, he's full right now with 60, almost full. So yeah, so again, putting on more trains probably just a waste of money at the moment, but we're still making money tokens anyways. Okay, so what I'm going to do, one thing I didn't do is I didn't signal these up here. I signaled this T-junction, but I didn't signal the all the signals in between here, so that should just do that. That looks good. A couple on the bridge. Yeah, our first bridges, by the way, and I just made these out of wood. I'm probably going to destroy these later or replace them with something that trains can go a little bit faster on, obviously. Yeah, so that's looking good. Yep. Okay, so that works. So now let's start doing our coal. Alright, so let's just hit our depot here. And do we even have enough money? Yeah, we have enough money for a coal train. Sure, why not? Porter, wagons, coal. We can't do the Linds right yet. But we can do the Talbot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, too many. Darn it. When these numbers start to turn red, that means it's overweight on the full capacity. Anyways, just hauling the cars without any coal in them would be fine, but that's probably not going to happen too often. So we're probably going to do two of these trains anyways, so we'll just store that there for now. So just the 4, boy, that really doesn't 6, 12, 24. It's only 24 coal per. That's alright, I guess. So let's just buy one more. So do that. And buy 3 more Linds here. Or Talbots. 1, 2, 3. Stick those on there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and give these guys orders to go from, oh my goodness, such a long haul, to go from here, let's see, orders, this one, there we go, to go from there to our, man, that's a long route, our Toolworks. Where the hell am I? There we go. Deliver to there. And I think I can just copy over the orders. Let's just, oh, my bad. There we go. Okay. Jeez. Hello. Yeah, so let's just start that guy. And then we can just copy over the orders from him, just like so. No. Delete that. There we go. So I thought I can copy over the orders by just clicking on the train. There we go. Okay, that's the one. And we'll start him on his way as well. And there he goes. Cool. Alright, so yeah, I'd like to now start delivering from the sawmill, obviously, because we have 200 there, and we're going to start putting on extensions here. I know like these are just at basic capacity. Like the sawmill, we have tons of extensions that we can do to make it more efficient. But oh, and look at that. That train, 11 out of 35. So we need to actually now put extensions on our forest here. Where do we put it? There it is. Because he's running out of logs. So we'll definitely put on some extensions here. So that'll increase his capacity. And that's the only one we can do so far. Alright, so we need to go to our depot. Sorry. And put on one more engine. At least one more. And he is going to be delivering planks. So we got 29, 42. Oh, my math is bad. That's alright. Okay, so we'll put him there. Save that for later. We'll give him orders to go from the sawmill here and go to the toolworks. So that should start producing both plank tokens, I guess plank wood tokens, whatever, and coal tokens. As soon as we start him off. Because as you can see, if we click on the toolworks here, we take 4 planks, and 4 planks gets produced into 3 plank tokens, and it also takes on 3 coal, produces 1 coal token. So there's that, which is pretty cool. Also, there's extensions for these. We can do the furniture workshop, which does another 5, puts it into 3. We don't need that for now. Alright, so I think we are off to a good start on our resource tokens. Let me go see how our other trains here are doing. So we got train 10 coming back with 24 out of 24, 24 out of 24. There we go. So those, when they get back to the toolworks and deliver, we will start having some coal tokens. So, which is pretty damn cool. All right, so we didn't get out of Era 1 yet. We will with our next episode, but we are definitely producing the tokens that we need to do that. So we're going to leave it there. And guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the bell icon, and you'll be notified. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Bye for now.